Hey guys, Dan here. Sterling Self-Defense and Badger in my face, as always, right, buddy? Dude, really? I'm doing a video. Go away. Dude, really? Come on. All right, guys. First, there was the silver bullet. Now there's the 50 cal little bastard. My new rounds. Everybody wanted a 50 cal, so here you go. Here is the Badger. Dude, get off my back. He really loves the 50 cal little bastard, don't you? Can't help himself. Yes, see? There it is. There it is. All right, control yourself. All right, well, I've been testing them out. Well, testing for you guys. I don't have I don't have any hopped up 50 cals to shoot, but I'll shoot what I got. Little bastards. They are, well, I'll weigh them for you so you know everything. All right. There's a silver bullet, and there's the little bastard. Look at the difference between a 50 cal and a 68 cal. It's freaking insane. Big difference. But all right, let's get some weight. All right, we've got... Apparently they weigh nothing. They're completely without mass or weight. No. What's going on here? Minus 229. Okay, I didn't wait for it to clear. All right. All right, there we go. Go ahead, do your thing. All right, you ready? There we go. 2.29. There you go. That's the weight. Well, weigh another one. They all weigh the same. 29, 28. Well, 231. Okay, apparently I'm wrong. Two, three, two. Yeah, apparently I'm wrong. Or this thing just feels how it feels. All right. No, they want to say, okay, 2.32. I got to balance this thing out and make sure it's exactly right. But you get the point. All right, so we're going to use the torpedo. This is completely unmodified, none done to it. It's just completely stock. So we're not going to see some crazy big numbers or anything like that. I think this thing's normally like 7 joules, so we'll see what it gets from there. I got it hooked up to HPA. Doesn't really make a difference with these. Just I'm going through CO2s like crazy, so I figured we're not worried about power or anything like that because it's unmodified, so we use HPA. So we at least get consistency. All right. First shot with the little bastard. Oh, I didn't air it up. That helps. Sorry. There we go. Now it's aired up. First shot with the little bastard, 50 cal. 320. Looks like 10, 11 joules, something like that. Not bad. 326. 306. 314. 320. 316. And that was all of them. That was quick. We don't have to do another round. All right. Oh, I wonder if I should make some custom long ones just for these. Because, the torpedo gives you extra room, so. Might have to do that. I don't know how popular the torpedo is. Guys know I don't do a lot of work with 50 cals. I leave that to Jeff Mackey. He's got all that stuff covered, so. I got them all. I just don't do a whole lot with them. All right. Next round, another 6 shots. All right. 320. 320. 322. Ooh, bad aim. 332. I'm trying to hit different spots. 316. 318. And that's all of them. All right, guys. That is it. Little bastards are great. They work great. Wish I had some more guns to shoot them in. I'll have to look around. I got tons of guns and draws. I got guns I forgot about. Because, doing what I do, you have to try out everything. So I bought every possible gun there is. Everyone that's ever been, I've got that could be used for less lethal anyway, and even quite a few that can't. But I found out the hard way. Well, I'll dig through the drawers. Maybe I'll soup up a couple of them. I still got mods for 50 cals, so I just haven't done them in years. I got kind of bored with them in the beginning, moved up. It's just 50 cal is just such a small round. And even if you do pump them up to high, the problem is they're so small, they penetrate very easily, being such a small round. And less lethal, you don't want penetration. You want, pain, but not going to the hospital, pulling rounds out. So you got these big ones, more surface area, less chance of penetration. But, even these, you saw them like the other day. I was shooting a 1/4-inch piece of plywood, and I was shooting at low joules, under 40 joules, all the shots. And they were all penetrating 1/4-inch plywood. Now, 1/4-inch plywood, take a look. It's not real thick, but it's still strong. It's stronger than your skin, your jacket, anything you have on your body. So I think 27 joules was the last one to really penetrate. Then we're at 25 around here. 25 wouldn't penetrate, but, that's freaking hard. It's 1/4-inch plywood. It's freaking hard. So, those are shape rounds, so they're going to penetrate more, but got to remember that. This is only, it's like 42 joules, 39 joules, 32 was going through, 31, 30 was penetrating with the shape rounds. So it's something to remember, if you're using shape rounds, you might want to jack it down. Me, I carry, my carries always at 55, and then I keep another backup in my truck that, depending on the situation, if I don't want to go that powerful, I grab my TRP, which is, like 3.5, 4 turns down, which will give you right around 35 to 40 joules pretty consistently, right in there. And, as your CO2 goes down, a little bit less. But it's going to start out at like 39, 40. That's where I like to keep it at. And then you drop down to there, 35, 31, 27, 23, then down to like 19 on the last shot. But that's sufficient, guys. Really, you want to put a hurting on somebody. I personally think 35 is going to, stop somebody in the tracks, and they're not going to want to take another shot by any means. 35 is very, very painful. So 35 is, you don't want to go high power. 35 is fine. Set at 35. Anyone getting hit with 35, unless they're high on drugs, something like that. That's why I like to keep my sidearm, because you never do know. But if someone's not all cracked out or on meth, 35 joules, they're not going to want to take another one. Take one of those, they're going to take off in the opposite direction and go. I wouldn't want to be hit by 35 joules. I wouldn't want to be hit by 30 joules, or 25. I'd take 19 comfortably, 20-ish. But going up from there, it starts getting pretty damn painful. All right, guys, just a quick one. I figured I'd show you guys the new little bastards. Yes, that's their name, the 50 cal little bastards. I already had the silver bullet, so could have done the little silver bullet or something like that, but nope. It's the little bastards. So, all right, guys, that's it for me. I will see you on the next one. Stay safe.